of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Rice Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Falcons will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll give it to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Reading the option, it's Anderson.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hard-hitting tackle. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Falcons are rolling down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Falcons! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Running back searching for a hole. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Owls come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Shakes off the defender. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Flushed out of the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Right on the money. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Falcons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Anderson will throw. They're working that left side. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's McMillan. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Hard running there. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Falcons will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Jumped on top of the pile.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, BG. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got it on the move.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Not always the O-line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Anderson wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job.
There he goes. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Falcons with the 1st and 10. Floating away. Fires downfield. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way.
There he goes to the left. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Anderson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Steps away. Lets it fly. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand.
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rice.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
17, Bowling Green, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. And the Falcons moving quickly to the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Hand off from the shotgun.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Extending the play. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
One more snap coming before halftime. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Looking for room and just steamrolling the defense. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Falcons racing to the line in the hurry-up. Anderson will throw, looking to buy time. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the toss. Breaks the tackle. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, 2nd and goal. Try to barge their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open...
Touchdown, Rice! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Buys a little time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Defense has the lead in the second half. Expect to see a lot of zone coverage. It's going to be tight. It's going to be hard to fit these footballs in, especially when you're throwing in the middle of the field like they were right there as the ball falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Falcons pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You've got to keep giving him the football.
Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Anderson will throw. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bowling Green. Looking for the tie with the extra point. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Jackson. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide up. Touchdown Owls. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Anderson wants to throw. Pucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Now on the move. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down coming up.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Sweet cut there. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. We reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Falcons in the hurry up.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Anderson will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Got the 1st down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Using his legs, it's Jackson.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Firing to the right, complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. The option look. He'll toss it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
third down. Offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
He slides that just inside the right upright, and that will extend their lead even further. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field. The last time they had him, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll move the tight end. Anderson wants to throw. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Hands it off. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football, to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They want that clock to run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Trying to have success on third down.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.